French state have their hands tied behind their backs on this issue a lot. Why? Because the stigmatization that you're talking about, and that a lot of people say is perhaps a big part of this problem, they cannot actually act on it because they have no statistics about it. The secularist law and that notion of laïcité that we're talking about is absolutist in France, to the point that you are not allowed, the government is not actually allowed to collect and gather statistics on ethnicity, race, or religion. You mentioned before that France has the largest Muslim community in Europe, 5 million or 8%, right?
We don't know if it's 5 or 6
we
million.
don't know. We're guessing. We're not guessing. It's an educated guess. There are no, as in, say, the United States, as in UK, where you have statistics, you can say there are this many of this, that, or the other. And that it hurts in the sense that you can then not really find how to activate social policy.
This is the domestic argument that we've been having in France, that we've been talking about for most of this show. Let's talk about the foreign optics of this. And the most, you could say, vocal critic the last few days has been Turkey's president. For the first time since 1901, France is recalling its ambassador to Turkey. This after Recep Tayyip Erdogan repeatedly questioned Macron's mental health. Erdogan, who has now joined that call to boycott French goods.
Muslims are now subjected to a lynching campaign similar to that against the Jews in Europe before World War II.
Asif Arif, what's your reaction to that statement? Is it true?
I mean, these are political reactions, and they're often more than just a secularism or giving it or telling that what you did with Islam is wrong. Behind that there is multiple conflicts, and know Turkey is in the middle of a huge geopolitical tension right now. So what I think
is the same. Could you say the same is true with Pakistan? I mean, Imran Khan in a previous life, he was this glamorous cricket player who was on the gossip pages, and now he's got pressure from his right wing when he criticizes France. Is it with an eye to domestic affairs?
I mean, Pakistan has always been very, I would say, wrongfully active into these debates. Wrongfully because Muslims had not the good way of protesting. They often burn flags and they start talking bad about France and all that without understanding. And that comes back to the first speaker who was saying actually there is a problem of understanding the culture of laicite here and the concept that they have about the free speech. And Pakistan, because Pakistan have been always vocal, and Imran Khan wanted to show to his right wing that he can be, because Imran Khan always had this problem with his own right wing that they always consider him as a progressive, but not enough on religious question. So maybe it's his way also to recalibrate his personality within his national debate as well. But I would say there is always some politics going on behind, and there is always better way than doing polemics or saying this leader he has a mental health issue or this leader has the other matter. It comes back to it looks like the debate that actually Joe Biden and Donald Trump were having the first time. We're just talking about personal stuff, but we're not talking about how to resolve these problems. The Turkey prime minister or the Turkey president, I don't know really their regime, but would have been way more efficient if he would have talked with Emmanuel Macron directly, sitting with him, saying, what's the issue, how we can provide you a better imam, how we can provide you some imam who are in compliance with France, and what France can take as steps towards us. So diplomacy is always two-way. And I feel like the way that these things are building up and the polemics are starting is the wrong way to deal with it.